Hey, what's up, guys? Let's talk day trading and maybe call it income trading. Where for me right now, I've got really two focuses. One being, all right, the weekly squeezes, the 2 day time frame, 3 day time frame, bigger names, bigger time frames. Those are more for they can move the ball forward. So, for example, here the 2 day squeeze on Amazon, that kind of thing. I usually want to try to work into a bigger size. More time till expiration, go for a bigger move, and again, that can definitely help grow the account. So I've got those kinds of trades, and then on the other end, more of call it an income focus. And what I'm doing for that is a lot of day trading, and mainly doing that on the futures. But the thing is, whether I'm doing a big swing trade here on the Amazon 2 day squeeze, or I'm doing a quick little day trade on the gold futures on the 15 minute, it's always the same song and dance. Same structure, same squeeze, same signal, same everything pretty much. Difference being again on a weekly, daily, 2 day time frame. More time till expiration, going for a bigger move. Trying to go for call it a meaningful trade. And for me, I keep those profits in the account. And then for a 15-minute squeeze here on the gold futures, again, I'm looking at that like more of an income opportunity. All right, jump in, call for a quick push, not trying to catch the bottom, nail the top. And I found that really helpful. So what I'm doing is for my day trades. Again, mainly a lot of the futures. I'll do a little QQQ, S&Ps, the whole 0 day till expiration. But what I'm doing here is I'll do my day trades, and then the end of the session, I go ahead and wire out any profit. So today I took a trade in the gold futures and a quick trade on the QQQ futures, and I paid myself a good 600 big ones here for my efforts. My goal right now is really call it 500 to 1,000 bucks a day. But quick peek here at the gold trade. Didn't catch too much of that one. But again, 15-minute squeeze, got the perfect score of 15, structure, trend. Jumping in on the green arrow and catching a little bit of that push. But I'm buying that 15-minute trade for, I'm buying that 15-minute squeeze for a day trade or an income trade for the same exact reason we're buying Google a few weeks ago for a big trade off the monthly time frame. All right, bigger time frame, maybe takes a little bit longer, bigger move. That kind of thing, I keep the profit in the account, and then for a 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, that is my cashola. I wire it out, and that takes care of, real life. Bills, car payment, insurances, all of the fun things. So a couple of things here. In terms of day trading time frames, I like really a 1 hour down to, again, the whole goal being I want to hit it and quit it. I like a 1 hour down to a 5-minute. And yeah, you can find a good looking squeeze on a 2-minute, a 3-minute, a 1-minute. They can work, they can also be a little bit flimsy. For me, I like the 1 hour, the 30, the 15, and the 5. But here's pretty much a process. And the day trade process is pretty similar to the swing trade process. First question being, should I be thinking about long or short? We get that from the board here, and right now the board would be, of course, bullish. All right, if I'm in the bull market, I want to lean maybe a little bit more towards the buy side. Get long for my day trading, and then context here as far as who's my strongest index. All right, I will trade the YM. I'll trade the YM. I love to trade the NQ. I will trade the S&P futures. I'll trade the RUT. But I got to figure out who's the strongest, who's neutral, who is the weakest. Right now for the cash indexes, you have Dow Jones followed by the IWM, S&P's QQQ. And they're all pretty close, right? So therefore, tonight or tomorrow morning, I do my futures trading. Yeah, they're all pretty bullish, and they're all pretty similar here as far as their scores. Then I can get maybe a little bit more context from down here on the sectors. And a good name as of late, of course, has been gold. And as you can see, gold would be numero uno on the sectors at 92% of its best score. All right, I'm not trading gold because I like gold today. I'm trading gold because the gold futures, rather. Trading that because it ranks out as numero uno, and then again you have a nice 15-minute squeeze action. That day trade fits the theme of what? Leadership, relative strength. Then you find the squeeze, check all the boxes, structure, trend, momentum. Buy it on the green arrow. Green arrow means you're getting the best entry possible. I don't want to go and day trade any 15-minute squeeze. In the same fashion that I want to go and swing trade any weekly, 3-day, or a daily squeeze. Goals should be very selective, and again, you want to have the theme of leadership, relative strength. Then you go looking for the moment in time. So context right now would be I'm in a bull market. I want to keep maybe the bulk of the focus on the buy side. Indexes all rank out pretty similarly, and then for the sectors here, I could look at GLD, and then maybe I don't love the silver futures, but you could look at silver futures here based on the SLV. All right, then what do? Then I take the context of I'm in a bull market, QQQ looking good, S&Ps, IWM, gold, all the above, and then I'm looking for the shot on the A plus squeeze. So for example, if you look at the YM here on the 30-minute, all right, 30-minute YM and brand new green arrow. Big 30-minute squeeze setting up, and the 30-minute squeeze started back here at the open. Actually, around 1 o'clock in the morning. For the first time since the squeeze prints, we finally get the green arrow. Check back to my rankings. Dow Jones is pretty sharp here, 92% of its best score. I could then potentially think about a trade here on the 30-minute YM. All right, and then we have a 2-hour and a 30-minute on the rut. Green arrow on the rut 30-minute, and then checking the 2. Yeah, 2-hour squeeze is pretty sharp here. I like it. 15 points in a 15. Trend is bullish. Momentum is bullish. Structure is bullish. Big squeeze, catching it at the buy zone. Green arrows galore. All right, then for maybe more of a swing trade, you look at your 2-day time frame. But again, for a day trade focus, what about maybe the 1 hour on the S&P futures? We don't have the white or the green arrow, right? That one I couldn't get long or short yet. And I can look at trend. Okay, trend is bullish. I can look at structure. Structure is neutral. We don't have the full 15. We don't have the white or the green arrow down here. Even though the S&P is grayed out pretty good for a day trade, everything has to line up. Not getting that quite yet. And then in terms of the entry and the exit, let's go back to the gold futures example. All right, 15-minute from earlier, and again, ideally buy it on the green arrow. Green arrow again meaning squeeze setting up, big 3 score of 15. All of your directional criteria, and you're catching it at the sweet spot for a great risk reward. If you can't get it on a green arrow, you can maybe buy it on a white arrow. But I take the whole theme of leadership, relative strength, then drill down to the 15-minute on the gold futures. Bought it on the green arrow, and then good rule of thumb, we're going to lose our trigger on a breakback below your 21 EMA. Again, that becomes a big part of the risk reward. I want to buy it at the, take the current 15-minute squeeze, for example. Pretend we have the green arrow. I want to buy it right near that 21 EMA. Then I'm playing for a push, usually towards that green line. That measures a good 3 average true range moves above your 21 EMA. So from an average true range perspective, I'm getting a great risk reward. I'm risking maybe half an average true range move against me in exchange for maybe 2.5 to 3 in my favor. I like them numbers. Leadership, relative strength, build out your watch list, then go find your squeeze. Wait for the green arrow, buy it above your 21 EMA. The great thing about futures, a point is a point is a point. No theta, no time till expiration. If I buy it on a 15-minute and the move begins to work in my favor, I can do one of two things. I can work that predetermined target, get the exit order working, take the profit on the fill, or maybe if I buy it on the 15-minute, you could then drill down to like a 5-minute time frame, play around with an ATR trailing stop. You get kind of a walk it up kind of day. That can keep you in there a little bit longer, and that might equate to a bit more profit. But yeah, overall, guys, again, I love my weekly squeeze trades, my 2-day time frame, 3-day time frame, and I love a moment in time like Q4 of last year, where we had a lot of the Google weekly squeezes, Nvidia, Amazon, QQQ, Apple. All right, I'm at a point in my career where if I can get that moment in time on bigger time frames, in these kinds of names in the right market, I'm looking to get positioned for a 6-figure push, 2, 3, 4-week window. In the absence of that, I got a mortgage coming up here, kids in the future, car payments, insurance. How can I take that skill set, take that system? And then I'm not looking for, again, massive moves, big risk. I don't care about calling for the bottom, the top. Give me a good-looking 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute squeeze. Ideally in a name showing signs of leadership, get a good entry, play for a push. hit it and quit it, and then at the end of the session, I am wiring out the profit. And yeah, been doing a pretty good job of keeping it around that $5,000 to $1,000 per day goal. But yeah, if you guys have the indicators, it's again the same process. Taking the big three squeeze down on your 1 hour, 2 hour, your 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute time frame. I like the futures you can do out on the cash S&Ps, cash QQQ. But then for those of you in my room, when we do the beta launch of our live dashboard here in a few weeks, take the same process we apply to our swing positions, apply that to the day trade. Am I in a bullish, bearish, or neutral market? Is the QQQ the strongest index, the weakest index? Take a look at the sectors. Is it a good-looking gold, good-looking silver? Build out your day trade watch list, and then you're playing the same exact game on a lower time frame. Looking for the squeeze, same structure, momentum, all the criteria, fight for the good entry. It's just, 15-minute squeeze will work or not work. A little bit quicker than maybe a 2-day time frame or a monthly time frame. But more on that coming. I'll do, maybe a bit of live trading, record my futures trades, all of that good stuff. But I hope y'all found that helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Adios.